I'm Mel and welcome to my art channel. If you're new here, I'm an artist who has spent the last 15 years doing not art, and I'm currently trying to improve my drawing skills and rediscover my passion for creativity. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in following along, please hit that subscribe button. Today I'm going to be going over my sketchbook. I'll be taking you on a tour of my most recently finished sketchbook. This one I worked in for a little over a year. It covers from about October 2023 until about January of 2025. It has a lot of redraws from Pokemon episodes, portrait studies for the 100 Heads challenge, and a tiny bit of character development for some projects I'm hoping to do in the future. So let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to be starting off with my cover here. I make my own sketchbooks, and I really like having a plain brown cardboard cover so that way I can put stickers on it. We've got my own sticker that I made of a corgi. This is a sticker from the Postmodern Jukebox concert I went to over the course of this sketchbook. I've got some stickers from an artist named Sen-chan. I found her at a convention that I went to in 2024. Super cute artwork, love it. I've also got this freebie sticker from Mew Outlet. She is an artist on Twitter that I really love. I bought some of her Evolution Pokemon card stickers that I put on the cover of my next sketchbook. If we have time, I can show you that later. These two holographic stickers I picked up at the convention as well. Nothing special. They weren't from like any particular artist or anything like that. On the inside here, we've got Sen-chan's business card with her socials. If you want to check her out, I'm also going to put a link in the description. This cat bus sticker I got from an artist at a convention back in 2015. I don't remember her name. Great artwork. I'm hoping I can find her again at some point. More Sen-chan. These Permade stickers are from that same convention. It's FanX out in Utah. I saved these for a long time because I loved them so much and didn't want to stick them anywhere. Finally just put them in my sketchbook. So it's nice that they're being used now. I've got some goals here that I wanted to achieve with my sketchbook. Generally speaking, I never achieve any goals that I put in my sketchbook. I'll do a big list and I'll do like one or two off of the list. And that's something I hope to fix in the future. The thing I have the most problem with is perfectionism. I keep thinking that I have to do these big elaborate studies and get everything super right if I do a study, but I could just do one or two and work on it as I go. We've got Daddy Bowser, Best Bowser, some memes. I like adding memes to my sketchbook because I use my sketchbook kind of like a diary. I have a journal, but I use that more for like therapy, and then my sketchbook is more what's going on in my life. Starting off, we are continuing the Pokemon Draw Along series from my last sketchbook. I really wanted to do like fan art and fan drawings of Pokemon, so I wanted to get used to drawing them. I also was having troubles finding things that I like as an adult, so I'm going back to things I liked as a kid and kind of rediscovering that to try and help me. Over here, I've got some character development for Amity, which is my husband's character. Still working on that. Super cute character. We're thinking about maybe making that into a webtoon, but that's still in the works. Figure drawing, just because I hadn't done one in a while. More notes and ideas, and a little bit of collage, just to have fun in my sketchbook and enjoy it. Character development for a horror dating sim game that I've been thinking about since like 2009. That is proof that you should not wait to do things until you're good enough, because it's just going to rot in your head. Just go ahead and get started, start doing it. You're going to get better as you do it. Some more drawings from the 100 Heads series. Censorship. We've got Espeon, 100 Heads. Down here I was starting to brainstorm how I want to do my 100 Heads video. It is going to be coming. This is drawing number 46. I just finished drawing number 84 today. It is taking me a while, but I am learning a lot from it, and it's going to be a good video once it's done. More Pokemon. I tried drawing Ash in my style, but he ended up looking kind of young. And I'm not really a fan of it, but it was interesting to give that a try. I am really proud of how this drawing of Ash and Misty came out. Not because of the quality of the drawing, but because they are technically interacting. Interacting characters is really difficult to do, so that was one of my first attempts. So I'm very proud that I attempted. More 100 heads. I really like how the shading came out on this one with the monochrome. And we've got the samurai, one of the more annoying characters in Pokemon. And of course, the Metapods. This is the maximum hardness episode of Pokemon.
Maximum hardness, Metapod!
This sketch of Santa, I was thinking about doing a little Christmas card for my sister. I sent her Christmas gift really late, so I was going to send her like this card as an apology. Didn't finish it. Still sent her a gift, I'm pretty sure. This tutorial is by PCAT. And talking about learning how to draw faces better, and she was talking about making sure that the eyes are on the same guideline to make it look more even, and that was super helpful, so I printed out that screenshot and put it in here so as documentation for what I was learning at the time. And it did help. I was working on a new profile picture, so that's the sketch. That's the profile picture I'm currently using. Design idea for some peach buns. Here's another peach bun. Still working on that. That's probably going to be my next project after the 100 heads challenge. My favorite head so far, I've done 84 of these, and this one is my favorite. I love the way the colors came out. I love the way the shadows came out. I love the purples and tones in her skin. I love the way her braids came out. I'm super proud of that one. Colored sketch of my profile picture. Some more Pokemon. I was really proud of how consistent I was getting over here, and then of course I messed up over here. Consistency is something I really struggle with that I've been working on. This episode is from when Ash meets Brock, and Ash was such a whiny little punk in that show, in that episode. Like, I really disliked him. I didn't realize what a bad person he was until that episode. This, I had an idea for a project for like a binder, spine, covers, and inserts. I don't think I like that idea anymore. I still like the illustration idea of all these different Pokemon hanging out and eating berries together, but I don't specifically want it to be like a binder cover. I'm gonna find something else to do that on. Goofy facial expressions, 100 heads. Misty gets into some really interesting poses. Like, they are really dramatic with her in Pokemon. It's a lot of fun to draw her dramatic poses. This girl with the hijab, one of my favorites. I had so much fun drawing all the wrinkles and folds inside her scarf. And I feel really successful. I struggle with clothing, and I feel like I was exceptionally successful with that one. I also am proud of how I was able to show the height differences between the characters over this side. More Pokemon colored in this time to keep it interesting. I was getting kind of burned out on Pokemon at the time, so I drew some bubbles over here. You can tell I'm really burned out because I didn't color any of this. It's just pen sketches. I really like how Pikachu and Clefairy came out over here. I also really like how Jessie came out. Anime lips with lipstick are very difficult in my opinion. And then we've got Terrapagos down here. I hate Terrapagos. I don't like his design. And looking back, I drew this pretty well. This is a pretty successful drawing of it. But I still don't like him. I've got some feelings about him. Oh, and there's why. These drawings. Okay. I was watching a video by Actually Ray, and she was talking about sketching out the silhouettes of things first before drawing them in. So I was giving that a try with these Laprases and the Cinderace down here. I really enjoy that. I've had a bunch of people recommend that to me to try doing that, and I've never done it. I don't know why. That video was the one that got me to do it, and I'm really happy with it. More Pokemon. Over here I was trying to apply the silhouettes and shape blocking to the portrait drawing just to kind of feel out if that's something that would help. I think it does. If I remember right, I did the sketch and then I did these blocking out drawings to try it out. And then down here is just me ranting about art having meaning and how I want my art to have meaning, and it was kind of pretentious at the time. Not that art having meaning is pretentious, but that my view of it was pretentious. This is getting into some of my favorite spreads. These sketches are drawings done based on these artworks by a user called USA. I will link to their Twitter. That's where I found them. I really love the way she draws women, and they look really soft, they look really curvy, they look really squishy. Very happy with it. I love the way that these colors all work together. It's very aesthetic. I love the little tiny sketches, rough sketches. I was figuring things out. This one I'm most proud of. This is the sketch I am most proud of in my sketchbook, the whole book. She looks great. This is the last one I did that was a study of USA, and then over here I was trying to combine my style, what I already knew, with what I had learned from doing the studies of USA. And also I pulled up a reference photo from a Dorkastock and tried to recreate the same feeling with a different character. I think it was pretty successful. I'm not happy with the results, but I do think it was a successful attempt. This is a first draft of a character. She's not going to look like this anymore, for a comic one-shot that me and my husband are writing about a superhero. These two drawings, this was a 100 heads drawing. I finished it, I posted it, hated it, and then redid it. This bad drawing post is still up on TikTok, but it's not going to be anywhere else. I'm not going to post it anywhere else. Everywhere else is going to have this process video. Oh, more censorship. We got Brock feeding a Zubat. This page, I had just gotten some Tombow markers and I was trying them out. I really like drawing with water-based markers in my sketchbook. Normally I use these Zig Kuretake brushable pens. I really love those, but they're really limited on the number of colors they come in. So I was trying out, what is it, the Tombow markers to see if I like those. I'm still figuring them out. They do come in a bunch more colors. I'm still lacking some of the ones I really want to use, but Clefairy came out nice. I'm still working through it and still trying them out. Got Brock, some more heads. I had taken a break, so these ones are pretty simple. Anytime I take a break from the 100 heads challenge, my quality and consistency goes down. I wanted to do something really special for head number 60. So I found this lady, and she's an older lady and she had flowers in her hair, and I thought it was really pretty. And I also thought it was really nice to see an older lady in a positive light like this, very feminine, because I didn't see that a whole lot growing up, and so I want to see that more and have something to look forward to as I age. Research for a story idea, more Pokemon drawovers. Pokemon, what's going on here is I've got some construction paper on top of the regular sketchbook paper. As I mentioned earlier, I make my own sketchbooks. I have a bunch of loose paper that I picked up over the years that I thought would make good sketchbook paper. Sometimes it does, sometimes I try it and it turns out I don't like it. This is one of those ones I don't like. It's super thin, so you get a lot of bleed through. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting another piece of paper on top. This time it's construction paper, and then sketching on top of that so there's no bleed through. I really like using acrylic paint markers on the construction paper. I think it's really vibrant. It comes out really smooth. Other tools that I use on construction paper end up looking really light, so like the pencil and the pen here is a little difficult. Oh, I love this spread. Officer Jenny came out so good. I love the shading. The Cerulean sisters, their shading came out really good. Their coloring came out good. Some of their proportions are a little off. You got like a 12 head going on there. But I'm very, very happy with this spread. More research and some horse drawings. I don't remember why I was researching horses. and horse creation myths. I know that was the start, but I don't know why. Can't remember, didn't write it down. Again, if I take a break, it gets rough. This poor gal, I did not do her justice. I did her so dirty drawing her. This gentleman got a little bit better. She came out okay. What we've got going on here, I saw this on Pinterest and I really liked this style, so I was trying to recreate it up here. I think I was successful. These notes, just talking about different things I want to learn. Started getting a bunch of ape-level sketchbooks on Pinterest. That's like a UK thing. Very pretty, very organized, very tidy sketchbooks. And I love them because the students are showing their thought process and their development process for different projects. Really cool to look at. I think I want to incorporate that some into my sketchbooks, but not completely. I really like having them be a little more messy and a little bit more chaotic than the level A's were showing. More Pokemon. I tried drawing Misty in my style. It looks cute, but I do think I lost some of her personality, some of her character by making her hair too fluffy. It's got to be straight and spiky. Took too long of a break and then started drawing bad, so we're just going to move on. We've got 2 more of the 100 heads plus a character from this Pokemon episode. I've got a confession to make. This is head number 65. This is me learning how to draw heads and how to construct them. I don't know why I'm like this, but when I was younger in art school, I was told if you want to learn how to draw something best, you draw it without a reference, see what's bad, then get a reference, and then try again, and you'll improve. So I've been doing that, and I never really understood these how to draw construction drawings up until this year. So I'm started looking into that, started learning, trying to figure out how to construct heads, and it did improve. Unfortunately, it took me 65 heads to figure it out, but we're getting better. More tutorials on how to draw, and you can already see the improvement in my faces. They're more consistent, they're more properly constructed. This episode of Pokemon is one of the better ones in my opinion. This is the one with AJ and his Sandshrew that knows how to swim. I think this one is iconic and really shows what Pokemon is about, which is about friendship and following your dreams, not your dreams, working for your goals rather. And I think that was a great thing to have as a kid, that sort of message. There he is. I've got some ideas up here, trying to figure out, what I want my art to be. I think I've decided I want it to be fun, but at the time I was thinking maybe I had to make it more than fun. These rats, these Rattatas. So AJ in the anime, he's got some sort of training device that he puts on his Pokemon to make them stronger. However, as an adult looking back, these rats look like they're participating in bondage completely. So here we're getting into some more hardcore head tutorials. This is a tutorial I found by a gentleman named J Ram. I'll put a link down in the description. He's got a free PDF that you can download and do all these exercises. I found it really, really helpful. I'm not sponsored or anything. I highly recommend it. It broke it down in a way that I finally understood what I was trying to achieve. This gal with fish for hair, I thought was really cute. I found her on Twitter, don't remember who the artist is, but I wanted to do something similar. So that's how this girl with the cherry hair came about. And then I was like, oh, well, let's do other fruits. And this girl with the strawberry hair was an attempt. I'm not a fan. That's why her face says that she's not a fan. It's not great. I drew these when we went to go see Sonic 3. Great series. It's campy in the right way. Jim Carrey does an excellent job. He is wonderful. He's perfect for Robotnik. These two heads are some of the first ones I've done after my tutorials. They look amazing. I'm so happy with the improvement. This gentleman, character design development for a detective. I don't remember anything else. I don't remember. There was a great story idea and I didn't write it down, so now it's gone. More Amity character development. I really like this one. This one's my favorite drawing I've done of her. However, my husband said that she should look more thin, more skeletal, because she's a necromancer, so I was trying to thin her out. I'm still working on it. It's fine. And then this poor girl, I did her so dirty. There is not a process video of this one available. I actually went back and redid this drawing 3 months later. I was so upset about this drawing that I took a 3-month break before I came back to it. And I'll show you the new one for comparison. That one. That's what she's supposed to look like. She still looks a little too old. She looks about 7 or 8 in the photo, but I did her so dirty. Down here, I've got some stickers from some Pokemon card mini tins. They're supposed to line up and make one big image, so I was trying to figure out where they go. I think I've got it. This sketchbook paper I bought years ago from Michael's. I'm sorry, scrapbook paper. I loved it so much because of the little raccoons, but I never had a use for it, so I finally just put it in the back of my sketchbook here so I could appreciate it and use it some way. On the back here, we've got more stickers from Sen-chan. We've got a postcard from a breakfast place here in Little Rock that I went to. And finally, this is a notepad with my corgi design. I pulled this sheet out when I was doing the product photos and videos for it. I think they're really cute. I'm happy. I'm proud of them. Anyways, thanks for watching this sketchbook tour. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I'm really proud of this one. It really helped me to rediscover fun and joy in drawing again, which I hadn't felt in a while. I'm already extensively into my next sketchbook, just because I took so long to film this one. This is my next sketchbook. I am pretty far. How far am I? I'm that far already. There's a little preview. So we're still working on the 100 Heads Challenge. If you're interested in that, there are process videos on Shorts and TikTok and Reels. I'm going to be working on that until it's finished. After that, I'm going to start looking into other projects like the webcomic that me and my husband want to do, Stardew Valley fan art, things like that. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.